situation. It was Ulsa who stole them. But who's going to believe me? Olga was already waiting for me at the entrance of the canteen. Good job, someone. Of what? I hid the bag of sweets behind my back. The bag was transparent and too big. Yeah. I was talking about the cleanup. Everything is clean and tidy. Well, yeah. And where's Ulsa? Excuse me. That was whiskey. I wish I knew. She's coming soon. Okay, then. Go ahead and have your dinner. So did I miss that whole... I was supposed to meet the librarian after... Oh, damn it. She's kinky stuff, probably. 50 Shades of Grey or what have you. Anyways, I enter the canteen. To my utter lack of surprise, it was full. Now I really don't know how to return the bag without everyone noticing. Sure, I could do it in the evening, but what I do with it now? Simon! Excuse me. I turn around. Sylvia was in front of me. Wow, what's that? She looked at the bag that I didn't manage to hide in time. Caught red-handed, more like sweet-handed. Time to prepare for a scolding. These are sweets. Where from? I stole them, damn it. Got them from Ulsa. Oh, I see. Same old song and dance. What do you mean? It's not the first time she stole the sweets, you know. And why am I not surprised? Let me handle this. Thanks. Sylvia saved the day again. She took the bag and headed off to the buffet. I had no desire to listen as what she was saying while returning the sweet, so I started to look around at the canteen looking for a place to sit. It seemed I will have to sit with Electric and Shundok. There was no places other to sit. Just next to the two guys. What's happening, gentlemen? What's up? Oh, wait a minute. It's the 80s. That wouldn't happen yet. Every time I have to deal with them, I got the itching desire to tease them or at least drop some cheeky or cocky batter. Say, how about the boobs on those ladies? It might be too risky to behave that way, but Electronic Brothers were my primary source of positive emotions. So, how's it hanging? Fine. What about you? Hits and misses. Did something happen? Lots of stuff. I missed the librarian and the nurse. Mind sharing? Nah, some other time maybe. Shoot yourself. He made a helpless gesture. We're going to the ball after dinner. Electronic giggled. I know that. Who would you want to ask out? I haven't thought about that yet. What about you? You see, he's right next to me. Awkward. That's good. Well, it seemed that the question caught him off guard. Ask Ulsa. That'll probably make her happy. No thanks. I'm not a pedophile, you bastard. That's a very serious look like, like, no. Like he has just a deep thought. Yes, you see, you get out of life what you put into it. Anyways, Electronic first waved his hand. Oh, I see. That's supposed to be one of those, like, no. Yeah, I see. Okay. He's waving his hand. And you, Srik, you're going to ask Alice out? Thanks. I'll pass. He looked calmer than his mate. Oh, come on, you guys. It'd be fun. And, in any case, we got things to do. We still have to finish the robot. And that's a marvelous idea. Ask your robot out. Can it dance? It can't even walk yet. Shurik probably missed the point completely. Why? It would be a great demonstration of our activities in front of the camp. And what would we show them? Yeah, you're right. They both stared at the plates disappointingly. And Ellipses interrupted. So apparently, we now know who Simon ships. He ships Electronic with cheese, so that'd be melted cheese. Oh no, Electronic. She calls him cheese. I don't know. And Turk and so glasses and rock. A lot of ellipses. And everyone just magically disappeared. And I missed the librarian. Damn it! Dinner was over, and the pioneers started to disperse. What will you wear to the ball? I asked Shurik and Electronic. We don't have anything special to wear, so we'll go as we are. He indicated his... Yes, I got the idea. They don't seem to care about their... No, they're teenage boys. I mean, I barely care about my parents, and I know better. Well, why should I care then? Wearing my winter clothes isn't an option, so I'll just go like this. When does it start? After 9 o'clock. That's pretty late, actually, for summer camp, isn't it? I left the canteen and deeply inhaled the fresh evening air. I remembered those rare dances I used to go to at school. Hesitation, insecurity, and fear. Hell, fuck that. I still have that now. I couldn't dance. Again, still can't. I don't know how to react if someone were to invite me. I wouldn't dare invite someone else, myself. All in all, I felt pretty uncomfortable about it. Maybe I should have went with Alice and rocked out instead. And it was even more unpleasant to watch others having fun. Yes, it wasn't envy. Yes, it is. More like a disconcerting feeling that the people were about to enjoy something so odd for me. I thought that there was still lots of time till the ball, so I could sleep a little to be refreshed in the evening. What about, didn't I indicate I do a lot of stuff and I'm not doing? Entering the camp leader's cabin, I flopped onto the bed, instantly shut my eyes. Ellipses was there to wake me up. Strangely enough, sorry. Again, that's why my mouse keeps popping up. Anyways, strangely enough, I got right on time with the alarm. The clock was showing 9. Such a rare thing to happen. I felt sluggish, though. Probably it wasn't the best idea to sleep during the day after all. No, well, it helps health-wise, but yeah, you always feel a bit sluggish. Well, I have to go. My people need me. In a couple of minutes, I was standing at the square. The loudspeaker and some DJ equipment were installed. Funny thing, I used to actually do that kind of stuff at 4-H camps we went to during the summer. Oh, actually, the DJ equipment's right there. I didn't notice that. Anyways, stop it. You're ruining my immersion. Anyways, the trees were lit strings. Ah, the typical county ball. Just needs a violin and someone playing Cotton Eye Joe. A lot of pioneers were around, but no familiar faces, so I just sat on the bench and waited. I didn't have to dance after all. Maybe I'll be able just to sit here and chat with someone. Ulsa. Hey there, sad face. There she is. Ulsa. Here to suggest something? Come on, let's dance. It's way too early. This isn't even any music yet. Blah, you're so boring. Yes, shoot. Yeah, I'm not the merriest of persons in such an event. She ran away. And I ran. She ran so far away. It's the right era, right? Oh, of course, they wouldn't have heard that music yet. Because they're in the Soviet Union. So also did wear something like an evening dress. Pretty funny. Hubba hubba. I'll dance. Pretty lady. Hi. Sylvia. Hey. At least that's how I acted as a kid. She sat down by my side. How's the evening? How's the evening, lad? It's fine. Better now that you're here. Why are you so sad? I'm not. Okay. Well, dancing will surely cheer you up. Maybe. Don't forget to save a dance for me now. I'll save the last dance for you. She laughed and ran towards the musical equipment. Her name was DJ what was it? Sylvia. DJ Sil. On the ones and twos. Are you people ready to rock? Anyways, the situation was getting serious. I wouldn't be able to sit through the whole dance party. Weren't we supposed to be doing something with the librarian? By the way, lovely dress. Be better without the top there. Hi. And she said, Linda came closer. Oh, hi. You're here too. Isn't that such a wonder? Yes. Okay. Gonna light up this party? The joke fell flat. Lena blushed and looked down. Can you see your shoes? Well, maybe not the best idea, setting things on fire. Oh, then I guess I'll, yeah. And she too disappeared. So I'm going to have to pick one of these girls at the end, ain't I? She left. Just those three? It looks like the whole camp was at the square. The pioneers formed large groups, talked, joking around, and laughed. And the DJs at the DJ panels also argued loudly with Olga about the playlist for the evening. Yeah, was it? I did that playlist for 4-H a couple times. And one time, one of the girls I was with, she insisted on me playing, it was the 90s, of course, Green Day. And of course, since it was a 4-H camp, we had to make sure there was none of that swearing stuff in there. Otherwise, if there was one swear word, one of the parents told us, they were going to shut down this dance. So I had to make sure it was one of the songs that didn't have a swear in it. What was it? It was When Masturbation Lost Its Thrill. No, that's not the wrong one. Bite My Lips and Close My Eyes. No, that one actually curses. It was one of their songs. Paradise maybe, or I forget. Anyways, the fun thing is I put on the music. Then there was a whole bunch of 4-H kids, teenagers and younger, who stared at me blankly. One of them finally yelled out and back, "Hey, how do we dance to this?" Which I had no answer to. Apparently 4-Hers at the time, and neither did I, understood what mosh pitting was. Anyways, Olga for playlist of the evening. She wanted some rock music. Bring Alice in here. There's some slow dancing. So grab your special ladies for this very special slow dance. This goes out to all the couples out there. Hey there, fellas. Yeah. You know, the cheesy DJ dialects. And here it is. The music started to play. I didn't know the band or the song, but if you ask me, I really felt that I'd tag it as Soviet pop classics. You know, those are 3 words I don't think I would have put together. Soviet pop classics. Now that's what I call communism. You know, yeah, I don't know if I see that CD there. The pioneers just stood there for some time as if not hearing the music. It's always hard to take the first step, especially if you're pretty sure that you'll be the only one who would take that. Ulsa seemed not to grasp that simple truth. She reached to the center of the square with a few bounds and cried out loud, "Let's blow this bitch up!" Oh no, wait a minute. What are you standing around for? Get down with your funky self. Oh, hold on. Get down with your... No, I don't do the airphone effect. And started to wiggle ridiculously. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, is the exact word. You couldn't find a better one. It looked like so silly and fun that I couldn't resist laughing. I paid $5 for that thing. By God, I'm gonna get my use out of it. She noticed. Hey, someone! I pretended I couldn't hear her. Stop pretending and come over here. I kept ignoring her. The pioneers slowly realized that they weren't too sexy for this party. Damn it, that song's in my head now. I'm too sexy for this dance. Too sexy for my pants. And just start dancing around naked. Woo! And get kicked out anyways. And started to dance. It looked really silly from my point of view. Shaking one arm and legs to the beat of a long forgotten hits. Come on, get real, get funky, get down, get down, get down. Turn down for what? Anyways, of course I couldn't dance at all, but this thing couldn't be called a dance either. Hi, someone. What are you doing sitting there for? Don't you want to dance? I was so deep in thought that I hadn't even noticed Sylvia next to me. Not really. Are you sure? No, dance with her, you moron. She smiled. Maybe later. Damn it! What was I even doing here? You bastard! You're young again. You're not even only young once. You're young again. Revel in it. One more invitation to the dance would have completely ruined my pride. I started to think about an appropriate excuse to leave, and was looking for the moment to do so, but then I saw Lena heading my way. Maybe we should go. Where to? I was so immersed in my thoughts that I didn't really get what she meant. To the so we still have to do this, okay. But if you want to stay here and dance... I doubt she was going to dance. Lena had stood aside the whole evening. No, I'll pass. Let's go. So I don't even get a choice in this, like a shy nerd. Seriously, trying to conceal myself in the corner wasn't very... No, it's not. That life experience for me. A bull in the china shop would have been more agile than me on the dance floor. And the slightest invitation of dance in the first place. Anyways, invitation to dance. It's not bad. Me, her, and the sexy nurse. So, shall we go to the infirmary? Lena brought me out from my thoughts. We've been just standing near the canteen for some time. Yeah, sure. Thank you. What for? She looked at me surprised. Well, for getting me out of there. I shouldn't have told her that dancing is not my thing. It's, you know, so boring there. Seems to me you didn't like dancing. That was the trace of sarcasm on her truthful, even childlike face. Seems like she really doesn't understand. Yes, don't like it at all. I'm not into it. Me too. No one ever invites me to dance. Pretty girl like you should have plenty, don't you? Lena blushed and stared at the ground like usual. Strange. What's strange? Well, that no one ever invites you. You think so? Again, she looked at me with an expression of surprise and lack of understanding. I got confused and couldn't find what I was saying in right return. Yes, certainly. If I liked dancing, I would invite you for sure. Thanks. Well, at least we're getting in with Lena. The librarian's pissed at us, and what the hell's that? Why is my mouse there? I missed what I said. Lena obviously felt too confused by the awkward compliment, and I just didn't know what topic to choose for conversation. It was completely dark by that time, and the glooming building in the infirmary covered with a night mist looked strangely like a haunted house. Yeah, especially with whatever the hell that is. I felt a strong desire, but then I looked away from Lena. That's good. To return away and walk without making any noise. I threw a quick glance at Lena and noticed that she looked like usual, shy, modest, uncertain, but not in any way scared. It just made me even more uncomfortable. It can't be that she's not scared while suddenly an owl hooted and I shivered. Lena seemed either to not hear it, not pay it attention, or just not be scared by it at all. I hardly could believe the third option, but I didn't want to ask her about it, giving away my own fears. I entered the infirmary and found a switch in the dark. I was blinded by the light, waking up like a deuce in the middle of the night. What the hell is this? Because that looks human up until that point. Oh well. Will the nurse come later? She won't come. Okay, she won't come. Understood. Oh, wait a second. What do you mean won't come? Ah, I see. It's not that I'm afraid to be alone with Lena. Why would you? Indoors, at night, with no one around. Only in movies does something happen under such... No. First you have to be naked and start making out. Then Jason comes and kills you. Anyways. Jason or Freddy. No, Freddy does it in dreams. Only in my dream. It's just that I'm with Lena and not with it's just you two. And it seriously changed my attitude towards things happening. There are the boxes, she says with a weird southern drunken accent. Alright, come on, we're almost done with the day. You can do this, Otaku. She pointed at the messy stacks of boxes. Is it down here? There was a dozen of them. It wouldn't take much more than 10 minutes of work. I put one of the boxes on the table before me and started to take out its contents. There were bandages and lots of little packs of bandages. Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone. Lena gave me a piece of paper. Do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes or no? There was some fields. I quickly realized that I should put the name in the left, description in the middle. Yeah, okay. Just inventory report. It's not a database, but I'll do it. But it'll do. The work started in a full swing. Simon. What? I looked at Lena. She stared at me for a couple moments, seemingly making up her mind to do something or to say something, but then lowered her gaze again. Oh, no, never mind. It was physically hard. I'll tell you what else was hard. For me to just sit here without saying a word. However, I did not dare speak first, nor not because I couldn't think of a good topic for conversation, but that I was just feeling shy. This girl could easily be embarrassed by anything. Simon, yes? You're counting them all over again. Indeed, I had started to take out and put into the database bandages I've already counted. Oh, sorry. I got lost in your eyes. The green fields are fail in comparison to the brightness of your anyways, she didn't answer. Hey, where are you from? Cotton Eye Joe. Anyway, no, I mean, where did you come from? Meaning, where were you born? I mean, where do you live? Pretty lady! Wow. Well, there's a town not far from here. Not far from here? Where's that? Somewhere. Looks like she doesn't want to talk about it. Is Lena hiding something too? It is expectable in that case, at Olga and Lena's case. But what? Was that English I just said? Is that a bedpan? To change the topic of me not being able to read English. What does that say? Eat your fruit and veggies? Strong people. Anyways. It's absolutely not like her. Is it a secret? No. Just... So, is it somewhere in the south too? I should have thought of something more original. Every single one of my sudden ideas turn out the wrong way. And this attempt to play spy would come out even worse. And I thought about the south just because the only pioneer camp of the Soviet Union I remember was in Artek. Yes. Lena hesitated to reply. I couldn't quite tell if she was lying or not. Don't you like it here? I wonder what part of what I said made her think so. Absolutely not. I like it here. My false friendliness sounded very insincere, grating on my ears. What about you? I like it. It's so calm here. There's lots of books in the library. And the people are so nice. Nice. But not all of them. Why? Did I really say that last bit out loud? Turns out I did. Well, you know, Ulsa, for example, she's like an Energizer battery. Energizer bunny battery. See, in my mind, Energizer bunny. That's how well the advertising works for them. Anyway, Energizer battery with a completely unbalanced point of power and application. Battery? What? Maybe I really was sent back in time. Never mind. Or Alice. There's a pioneering. A pioneer is the kid's role model. Certainly doesn't describe her. If everyone started following her example, we'd be complete disaster for a country in 20 years or so. However, thinking about it now, you can draw the conclusion that everyone did follow her example in the 80s, where I probably am right now. She's not like that, actually. Not like that. No, not like what? Not like you said about her. To begin with, I hadn't said anything. I just started the fact that she's not the best example to follow. Well, maybe. Sounds like you know her well enough. Probably. I asked that question only to keep the conversation going and didn't expect an answer like that. Alice and Lena were so different. The idea that they could be close was unbelievable for me. We came from the same town. As if she had said, foreseeing my next question. We have common friends, even though Alice is 1 year older. Okay, it's a little bit strange. Oh, not like that. It's just, I'm surprised. Everyone gets surprised. Lena smiled a bit. I took the second box. Actify, what is that? Analginium active charcoal. I know these are chemicals and stuff, but I just can't pronounce them. Are those slippers there? Is that an Apple II? No, that's not an Apple II. An Apple II was one body. That looks like a Tandy. So we are in the 80s, because I had a computer like that in the 80s. Lena always spoke in simple sentences. How can I communicate with her if every conversation turns into a monologue or just an awkward silence? I wasn't quite satisfied with just such a state of things. Sometimes it looked like she was hiding, something behind her mask of shyness. But what? Oh, dear Lord, what did I eat for dinner? It's alive, I tell you. You know, I read a book not too long ago. In the future. Do you like science fiction? Not much. Damn, another failure. Well, if you don't like it, then what books do you like? Different kinds. The conversation was going smoothly, and I had to turn it off for the better. Who knows why, but I thought about the dance again. Feeling unease, discomfort, and even shame overwhelming me once more. Looks like I am not different from Lena when it comes to such things. I am shy and afraid of things I don't understand or can't do. I should probably overcome my own fears before anything else, and to do this will help me to understand her better. I made up my mind. There's only a couple boxes left. Yes? Hey, I got an idea. How about we go to the canteen afterwards? I think the tape recorder was taken back there. What is it doing in the canteen? I hesitated. Wait a minute, what was that her saying it? I thought that was me. Yes. Hey, I got an idea. How about we go to the canteen? The tape recorder taken back there. What is it doing in the canteen? I hesitate. What for? Her sincere look made it clear that she hadn't the slightest idea of what I was going to offer. Well, frankly speaking, I just don't know how to dance. That's why I don't like it. There's a reason I was so confused back there. Maybe I could thank you by dancing with you. But she stopped shorting out the medicine for a moment, blushed, and looked right into my eyes. I got a bit stubborn. It really was a stupid idea. It's okay if you don't want to. I don't insist. What if someone sees us? I certainly didn't think about that. It's not a big idea, but everyone's asleep already, and no one's going to go into canteen at night except for Elise. How will we get in there? I should have thought about that beforehand. Well, I did have Sylvia's key, but didn't want to mention it to someone who could get the wrong idea about stealing it. That moment, I regretted that I still didn't get my cell phone. Yeah, you didn't get your cell phone. Why? Anyways, I had to say something to get away from this awkward topic. What kind of music are you into? Different. That's the typical answer I always remember. What kind of music? Like all kinds. I'm not really into it. Then let's imagine that it's playing right now. I mean that you want to hear it playing. How's that? Like it's playing in your head. I still remember the melody the pioneers were dancing to. The music and the words were really clear in my memory. I'm not sure I can do it. Just you can try. Probably. I've got her consent. Well, she's the dance. Don't get any ideas. In Lena's case, even probably can be considered yes. Ellipses. Well, we silently sorted medical supplies for the rest of the time, writing down their names and quantities. I should pay more attention to every word I say after such luck. I stayed silent for most of the time though. Soon we finished the last box. I got Lena to fill in the list and start to stare at her, like I saw Bigfoot riding a unicycle while juggling piglets. Actually, judging pigeons would be a bit easier. They can fly a little bit for you. It was amazing, frightening, and all above all, memorizing. She suddenly broke out in laughing. What? That look of yours. What about it? It's just funny. Really? Yeah. So, are we going to go? Where? Her last words unsettled me. I completely forgot what we were talking about. Frankly speaking, I had completely left the world for a moment. Well, you know. To dance? Lena blushed right away. Her face took on a strange expression of shyness, unease, and fear. Ah, yes, sorry. I was just lost in your eyes. Not in thought. Let's go to the pier. I don't know why I chose that place. But maybe because we could run into a pioneer in the square residential area or near the canteen, but not the pier. Though, that's what I thought, at least. Or maybe because of the large bright moon reflecting on the water at night. And it was a full moon today. Tonight, rather. I don't know how, but the situation just offered itself. Like I was offering myself. Anyways, if you don't like it, then we can No, that's a really nice place. Do you ever go there in a bikini? Maybe. Lena locked the door, and we made our way out to the pier. Night fell on the sleeping camp. Should we follow the road? Why? It would be faster through the forest, and there's a nice path there. It's dark there. Are you afraid? No, not really. If you want to. Okay. But can I... and yeah, there's a typical, squish. Without finishing, she grabbed onto my arm. Is it okay with you? Now it was my turn to blush. I have no eyes. See, that's why I'm the faceless guy that everyone... It's when they talk about in politics, a unnamed Republican candidate would do this much better than, or an unnamed Democrat, because it's the unnamed. Everyone's like, yeah, I would vote for, and they have in their mind who they vote for. So my face is what everyone wants to see. So that's why everyone likes me, is because I'm just this homage to everyone's sexiness. Of course, we walked through the forest. It was hardly a forest, though. More like a small grove between camp and the pier. 100 meters or so. I would never think that there would be anything to be afraid of, even on my own. But it just seemed like Lena's fear was contagious. The brushes swayed over us. Cue the sound effect. Nice. I shuddered, and Lena clung to my arm even more tightly. Don't be afraid. It's just a squirrel. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna do... There we go. There's the squirrel sound effect for you. We reached the pier. The night was really beautiful. Actually, yeah, very nice. I walked closer to the river and called Lena. Oops. Immersion ruined. There we go. I walked closer to the river and called Lena. Look! The pier and the boathouse and the moon reflecting in the water. It looked like another world, with the surface of water being the door to Wonderland. You could just jump and find yourself on the other side. May I have this dance? I extended my hand and bowed clumsily. Lena hesitated. I must have overdid it with my mannerism. There's nothing to fear. I'm no good at it either. Why either? She never said that she couldn't dance, though it was kind of obvious. Okay. There we go. Lovely music playing as we have our beautiful romantic killed. Actually, everyone, as it said in the beginning, everyone's over the age of 18, so this isn't, anyways. So that means that little girl is 18 and everyone else is in their 20s to mid-20s. Lena gave me her hand. I led her a bit astray and gently put my arms around her waist. Very forward. I remember the school dances. It was hand to hand. We weren't allowed to put our hand on their backs. So it was a bit awkward, but in the Christian belief, not Christian belief, but 4-H, they were very strict also. Until the lights went out. Bow, chicka, bow. Anyways, put my arms around her waist. We just stood there like that for a few moments. And what's next? Well, I take off my pant. No. Well, I don't know. Do you remember that song? Barely, but I remember. Great, let's waltz like in the movies. Why did the Backstreet Boys start playing all of a sudden? Anyways, how's that? Waltz was it? I remember they actually taught us waltzing during one of our summer camps. It's like a step to the side, a step forward, a step to the other side, a step back, and that's about it. Instead of answering her, I carefully started to move in a circle with Lena. See? That's not hard at all. Yeah. We waltzed for several minutes. Waltzing Matilda. No, that's a sad song. Anyways, or whatever you could call it. I felt her warmth though we were not close to each other. Her chest heaved heavily and her face started to blush more and more. Lena didn't look at me, averting her eyes from one side to another. Yes, I know the feeling. I suddenly realized that I had never felt anything like this before. How did I end up with this one? It's always weird because there's obvious choices usually that lead you one way or another, but I just seem to accidentally end up with the cute, shy nerd. Anyways, I felt it. It was tenderness, overtaking reality, as if I found myself in another, better world. Well, technically, you're a 30-year-old in a 17-year-old body at this point. I realized that I didn't want to let this girl go. and that I would give up anything just to go on waltzing with her forever. I clasped Lena tighter, and only then did she look straight at me. There was surprise and confusion in her glare, but no fear whatsoever. She wasn't afraid of me and didn't push me away. Are you... and you said you couldn't dance? I really can't. I was confused. I didn't expect that reaction from her. Where has her confusion, shyness, and fear disappeared to? You too dance pretty well. I know. A playful smile crossed her face. Or maybe it just seemed so to me. No, I swear I saw it. How is this possible? The image of the shy and modest Lena didn't fit together with this moment at all. What should I say? What should I do next? I could only keep waltzing with her in this dance, which was getting stranger with every passing minute. Simon! Simon! Where are you? The voice came from the edge of the forest. Damn! Worst timing. Oh well, let's see if we can make this threesome. Come on. Anyways. Simon! It was Olga. She must have been worrying because I didn't come back a long time ago. I should have guessed that the tireless camp leader would start searching for the last pioneer. I should have warned her beforehand. Oh, there's no point in thinking about it now. The moment was ruined. Lena looked at me questioningly. Being seen together would not be the best thing. Why? Let's go and tell her that everything's all right. No, let's hide and return to camp later. Her idea was strange. Everything was awesome. Everything was cool when we were part of a team. Excuse me. Okay, everything was going so well. At least something was starting to work out. Or at least like it did. But what was that something? Okay then. We jumped into the water. I decided not to argue. It wasn't appropriate in such a situation. Olga shouted for a while and left. Let's go. Yes. Lena didn't grab onto my arm on the way back. I was a little bit frustrated, but we wasn't certain enough to take the first step. We kept silent. It wasn't not the typical of Lena to start a conversation, and I just didn't know what to say after everything that just happened at the pier. She was looking at the ground all the way back, keeping her usual expression. What a bizarre change. Or, to be more precise, what was bizarre was that smile on the pier and Lena's words. She stopped at the square. Well, I have to go. Okay. Thank you for today. Yes. Lena turned around and headed to her cabin, and I kept standing there where I was. What the hell was that? The dance, the sudden change of mood, and then everything was back to normal. Except for the music equipment was still there, and my mouse was still in frame. Anyways. It was like I was embracing another Lena in that short moment. That's right, she wasn't herself. She seemed a completely different person. Maybe I don't know her well enough. Well, you only been here 2 days! I had a feeling before that Lena hides something under that mask of shyness. She was the one that really wrote that song for Elise. Anyways, it takes me much longer than 2 days to... Yes, exactly. Damn! What should I do? Maybe I was just seeing things. It's amazing how you second guess things after the fact, you know. Oh, ellipses. I walked to the leader's cabin. There, the whole camp was sleeping, so there was no one to see me. So what? What was wrong with a pioneer walking at night? I go out walking. Anyways, when I was almost at the door, I heard a noise behind me. The branches and bushes near the trees rustled as if someone moved there. There shouldn't be any wild animals around here. Why the hell not? Someone must be watching me. The very moment I rushed in that direction of the noise, forced myself through the bushes and looked around. It was too dark. I didn't see anything or anyone. There was no point in going on, even if someone was watching me. He must have been gone already. Or she. I went back to my cabin. The light inside was on. Looks like she's still awake. Oh, dear Lord. Again, the only one that's an adult. That's amazing dress. Anyways, Simone, where have you been? I've been up all night, mister. What do you mean, where? Me and Lena had to store some supplies. I told you. Really? When was that? I took long enough. I was in for about half an hour ago and it was closed and the lights were off. Well, we decided to have a little walk. I'm fretting about you while you're out having a walk, mister. Well, sorry. I'll let you know beforehand next time. Please do. Go to bed. It's late and I have to change out of this dress, so turn around. I can't help agreeing with her, rather. I was wondering what she looked like in the dress. Who else did we see in dress? Alice. Alice didn't dress up, but she was go rock out with her cock out neskin. It was by any measure a hard day. I still didn't see the librarian either, or Miku, or whatever her name was. I was too tired to think about that evening's events, and I doubted I would have any decent thoughts. The main thing is that I have not a single idea how to react to all of this. To Lena, to this camp, or to this whole world. I practically haven't spent even a minute on looking for answers. Moreover, I've been avoiding it as if possibly discovering scared me. What? Anyways, and Lena, the time I spent with her was much more important than any of my attempts to return to the real world. I could worry myself for a long time trying to understand what I did wrong and what I didn't do at all, but exhaustion overcame me. And there we go. Is that the end of day 3? Day 4. So I'll end the video here. As always, I just do one day at a time. Ooh, looks like there's some intrigue to the next one. So let's see. What is this hellish ringing in our ear? Save game. There we go. Day 4. What was this hellish ringing going on in our ears? What was happening the next day? Will we meet up with Lena again? What happened to the sexy nurse? And why didn't we spend more time with Olga in her nice purple dress? Oh well. Anyways, this whole thing's make me feel a bit pervy, but that's the thing with these dating sims. Then again, everyone's supposed to be over the age of 18, right? Which still makes them 12 years younger than me. Excuse me. That thought made me depressed. And that was the last of my whiskey. So I'm going to call it a night there. I'll see about, maybe I'll continue this again. I played this for the Halloween, for the Valentine's Day thing. I thought I'd play it some more, see what's happening, see what's going on still. Because, again, I think this game was it free or... I forget. But it is fun, and it is a basic, I guess, dating sim. I don't know what's the intrigue. Why are we here? What's this world? And why did we wake up with a ringing headache? I know we didn't drink. At least I don't think we did. They spiked the punch. Or the Kumbot. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm drunk. Let's call that video. So there again was Everlasting Summer. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.